Hello, my name is Andre Terrell Stewart. I am the co-writer, director. I created this monstrosity called Torture for Two. I'm really excited, and I really hope you actually enjoy what's coming out of my head. I'm originally from Cook County, Illinois, just outside of Chicago, and I moved out here to California, and I've been here ever since. Mostly my grandma, or we called her Granny. I watched soap operas with her and anything like The Golden Child. That was my favorite, apparently. But yeah, it was mostly for her because honestly, I wouldn't even think about doing entertainment if it wasn't for her, really. The soap operas, I mean, we watched General Hospital, all those soap operas every day, watching it, and then my mind started working. I'm on breaking down storylines, and I can look back and say this was the moment is when Granny introduced storytelling to me, so then I could take what's in my mind and tell it to the world. So that way, in essence, I'm paying tribute to the one person that meant the most to me in my life at an early age. This is my granny. I was a haunt monster. That's what got me into the industry in the first place. Scare actor for about the past 15 years. Just really anything. I'm not really niched into one thing in film. I've had 2 to 3 years experience doing podcasting. That was fun, but I love film. I love directing. This is literally what I want to do. Not as hard as I thought it would be just to sit down and write it and I dreamed it first and then I just regurgitated it out on the paper, and it was 45 pages, and it just every day I would just come up with another idea because I dream up something else, and I just completely add to the story until it became what it is now. Of course, I'm co-writing this with a friend, so he helped flesh it out, but as soon as we got where we had gotten before we started shooting, I was super happy and surprised that that came out of my head. Being on the spectrum and directing is a lot of fun. It's a lot more fun than I thought it would be. But what comes with the challenges is the changes. Like if we have a different dialogue we want to do right before shooting, to most directors, that's completely normal. For someone on the spectrum who's so used to consistency and things being in order, changes are hard for us, and it was hard for me at first, but I have a team to lean back on, so then it just made everything a lot easier. Well, the series Torture for Two is about two people, Jacob and Robin, both with their own equal trauma, but also find a way in that trauma to form a bond that everyone's usually out there to look for, that really, really want. But with that bond comes a slight cost. What I hope this show does for the audience, it gives people like me on the spectrum some kind of hope that even if you're in the most secluded minded of a person, it's okay to open up and it's okay to let people in, but at the same time protect your energy, especially when you're facing a lot of the tougher subjects in the world every single day as a person on the spectrum and as a friend or as in a relationship. I just hope that people see the actual humanity in these characters, not just the horrible things that they do. Nothing in this life is easy. No matter how many times you see like regular neurotypical people go out there and chase this dream's out there for you too. It doesn't matter how hard, how money consuming this is, because in the end result, your voice is everything. It may be the same sort of subject, but it's a different voice. We need different voices out here, especially when it comes from people on the spectrum. We don't have enough of those voices, enough of those directors or writers out there. So that's why I'm hoping that when this project comes out and you get to see this project, it'll inspire many other people on the spectrum that want to act, write, direct, to actually pursue that. Because all of us have our own unique experience, our unique talents, our unique everything, and you just want to be heard or just want to showcase and just go out there and do it like I'm doing with this project. Thank you very much for inviting me to you, our and this project. Our social medias will be underneath this video, and a portion of what we fundraise in our Indiegogo campaign will go to an autism research. I'm really happy that you guys decided to help us fund this project and do a little bit more for people like me on the spectrum, and I hope you enjoy. Oh, and one more thing. If it takes two to tango, then it takes two to torture. I hope you enjoy.